Hello everyone, Amy here from Temple of She. Okay, so I have a juicy topic that I want to talk about with you all today, and I would love your questions, your comments, your experiences, your feelings about this topic as I go. So please feel free to pop them in the comments. Let me know if this activates something within you, if you find what I'm saying agrees with you or disagrees with you. Please do let me know, because this is a big one. This is a big topic that everyone has an opinion about, that everyone has a fear about. So what I want to talk to you about is sexting, or predominantly sending those photos, nude photos or promiscuous photos, or even photos that just show a little bit. That's what I want to talk about. So the first question that I want to pose to you about this is, do you think, and I'm going to talk mostly here about women sending these pics, not about men, because we all know that, well, if you don't know, it's pretty easy to find out that men love sending pictures of their dick pics. Go on any online dating site, get involved in any way, shape, or form, and you'll get a dick pic very quickly. Seems to be something that men are very open about, happy to do, and men are visually stimulated. That's one of the ways that ignites their sexual turn on very quickly, is through visual stimulation, whereas women are quite different. So I think by sending that dick pic, they're starting to satiate their sexual turn on. Anyway, not what I'm talking about today. I'm talking about women sending photos of themselves. So my first point or question around that is, why? Do you think women sending naked photos or promiscuous photos or exposing photos of themselves is leaning towards women's sexual freedom and sexual expression and is a feminist movement or expression? Or do you think it is women bowing to the patriarch and bowing to the patriarchal desires of sexuality, and actually an anti-feminist move? I would love to know your opinions, because I think it has potential to be both. Absolutely, because like anything, it depends on the intention behind it. It depends why you're doing it, why you're sending that photo, who you're sending that to, and what do you want from the outcome of sending that picture. So for me personally, hey, beautiful Brie just commented on my announcement that I was going live, saying she's never sent a nudie pic before. Brie is a gorgeous woman who is in her 30s and is happily married. Her husband needs some juicy photos. Absolutely. So I'm interested to know your thoughts. Nudie photos, is it bowing to the patriarch, or is it a feminist move? I would love to know your opinion. I personally feel that for me, when I do it, it is empowering. It is a form of my sexual expression, and it is for, yes, it's for somebody else's turn on, but it's more for my turn on. So I don't feel like that is me bowing to the patriarch at all. But I know that a lot of women, particularly feminists, have this view that porn and women exposing their bodies is kind of bowing to what the patriarch is asking of them. For me, it would be about trust for who I am sending it to. Yeah. So that's another thing that I wanted to go into. So one of the things that prompted this video for me was, yesterday I had a beautiful friend of mine contact me, and she has started to explore her sexual expression through online, through chatting with men and getting to know herself that way. And she had a moment where she was triggered by something with a man, and it was him commenting on her ability to express herself this way, to sext, if you like, with juicy, beautiful details of the power of her turn on. And she was triggered by him commenting on that, and and she came to me because I am who I am and I'm the friend that I am, and she's like, oh my god, help. And so we worked through it. We looked at it, and it's like, actually, that's a fucking compliment. Yeah, that's amazing, that what he is saying is that this is different. A woman who is so freely and openly expressing herself this way through messaging, through texting, like, that's amazing. And it made me think, how many other women are feeling insecure about that? And also coming to the pictures, because I know a lot of women won't or don't send pictures, with their head, only, boobs or whatever it may be, and, suiting to whatever their comfort level is. And as Bree just commented there, for me, it would be about trust of who I am sending it to. And the other thing that has prompted this was this post that I saw on social media recently. And I'm going to read it to you. It's an image, I don't know if you can see really. It's an image of a girl who I'm presuming is naked behind the text, but the text says, "Are you sure? Are you sure you want to send that photo? Are you sure you can trust the recipient? Are you sure he is who he claims to be? Are you sure you want to give him something he can hold over your head for more personal and compromising images? Are you sure he won't threaten to share them with your entire contact list? Are you sure you want to give him that much power?" Now, I read that and my inner queen, my inner feminist, my inner goddess just went, what the fuck? Oh my God. So I don't feel that by sending an image of myself and a part of my body is giving anybody power. It is giving me power because it's a form of my own sexual expression. And, a lot of my friends and women who I work with, my clients, have all said to me, "Oh, I don't want to, what if it's recognizable? What if, we break up and it's ugly and he puts it out there on the internet?" Okay, what if he does? What's going to happen then? Let's talk this through. What are the steps here? Okay, he puts it on the internet. Who's going to see it? People you don't know, potentially people you do know, potentially your clients, potentially people who follow you on social media, potentially your family, friends, close friends, girlfriends, uncles, whatever. Okay, and then what's going to happen? They'll see whatever you've shared, your breasts, your nipples. They'll see the shape of your nipples. They'll see the color of your nipples. They'll see maybe how your breasts sag or point outwards or point inwards. They'll see a woman who looks fucking hot, because let's face it, we're sharing pics that we love and we feel hot in. So they're going to see a picture of you where you are in your power and in your fucking amazing sexual expression. And then what? And then what's going to happen? They may feel an insecurity within themselves. Wow, I could never do that. I could never put myself out there like that. They may think, fuck, she's amazing. Or they may think, fuck, what a slut. Yeah? Okay, so what if they think that? What if they think, fuck, what a slut? Okay, let's look at that. What is a slut? Yeah, and this is one of the things that we do with the women in my 12-week immersion. We break down the archetypes. We go into that space. What is a slut? Who is she? Who is she in you? And what does society think of her? Okay, so a slut is a woman who has sex, a woman who experiences pleasure, a woman who pursues pleasure. And if you've worked with me, you would have heard me say many, many times, there is no word in the English language that positively describes a woman who pursues pleasure. We always label them as bad, terrible, horrible, evil women. Fuck. God forbid any woman enjoy fucking having an orgasm and want another one. Like, really? That is what we're saying there. So when you look at that, and it's like, fuck, but everybody wants pleasure. Everybody wants to enjoy sex. Not everybody can enjoy sex, but everybody wants to. Everybody wants to be in, okay, I'm generalizing here. A lot of people want to be in a relationship where they can experience connection, where they can experience new levels of pleasure, opening of their pleasure, and really experiencing the full potential of their body. So what if someone you know does see you expressing that? Is it really the fucking end of the world? Like, really? No. I'm just going to read some comments here. Kim says, I was going to say it could be either both. Absolutely, Kim. I agree. That post you saw may have been directed more towards young women, girls who are asked by random guys to send nudes. It happens, and that's when it's not their sexual expression. It's for recipient's pleasure and probably his friends. Absolutely. However, who is the one that's sending it? Yeah? Who is the one that's taking it? It has to be her. She has to agree to that negotiation, that exchange on some level, whether it is through bullying, whether it is through whatever kind of connection there is. She has to participate in that. Okay, young girls, young women is no exception here. Why are we framing this as a bad thing for them? That is the place for us to start, to let them know this is a fucking powerful thing that you can do for yourself, and it is a form of your expression, your true expression. And I think until we reframe it that way, yeah, they might perceive it as something that is not powerful for themselves. But in order to take that picture and to send it, she has to participate. Okay, and I'm not talking here about peeping toms or planted cameras or any of that shit. I'm talking about choosing to take a photo and press send to someone. That's what I'm talking about here. So I think we need to really, and that's why I'm doing this live. That's why I'm talking about this here right now, because we need to start reframing this. We need to start reframing this for all women, girls included, about the expression of your body and how you choose to express that. What if you do send a photo, a full photo with your beautiful face and your fucking gorgeous body in a hot bikini, naked, in a G-string, in some sexy lingerie, in a cute little dress, to a man, to a partner, to whoever you choose to send it to, and it's seen by other people. If it's sent to your whole contact list, okay, then what? Like, really? It's kind of like when something is coming, something big is coming, the anticipation is worse than the actual event. The idea that this is going to be seen by everyone is actually worse than it being seen by everyone. Because anything you feel that will happen as a result of them seeing your body is your shit. That is your own hang-ups, your own insecurities, and your own feeling about your body. That is the only reason it would terrify you. Your body is not a bad thing. Your body is not a rude thing. It's not an explicit thing. It's not a shameful thing. And it is as private as you wish it to be. Of course, somebody sharing that without your consent breaches that privacy boundary, but that impacts you as much as you allow it to through your perceptions of what is good and bad. Your perceptions only. Yeah, the same thing can happen to 50 fucking people, and there's 50 fucking versions. This is no exception. Just reading more comments. Bree, it's about making empowered and disempowered decisions about this. It's a good conversation to have. Absolutely. Back to what I said at the beginning, the intention. What is the intention behind this? Am I sending this picture because I'm really lonely and I just want to have connection with someone and I just want him to love me, so I'm going to send him a nudie? That's not a great feeling. So that's not going to end in a great outcome. But if I'm sending it because I'm really fucking loving my body today and I feel so fucking sexy and I love my new bra and I've got this hot husband or this new guy that I'm chatting to and I just fucking feel so turned on right now that I want to express that bigger than just with me, and I'm sending that. Yeah, completely different intention, completely different vibration, completely different feeling. So I think that's really important to keep in mind when we're talking about this. Another comment, like Bree said, it's a trust thing. However, I really like that Bella Thorne did recently. Her body shown on her terms and fuck the guy blackmailing her. Absolutely, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. It is a trust thing, but also not completely, because trust implies that you're sending something sensitive. And that feeds into this idea that our bodies are something to be hidden, to be private, to be ashamed of. Because if it requires trust to have it shared or exposed, it implies that it's something that should be kept private. Now, I'm not saying that our bodies aren't sacred, because fuck me, they are so unbelievably. But what I'm trying to undo here or rewrite is that they're not shameful. They're not private because there's something to be ashamed of, that there's something that society has fucking scolded and undermined for thousands and thousands of years. That shouldn't be why this needs to be a trust exchange. Yeah, I send pictures to men that I have been chatting with online and I've never met in person. And I'm not ashamed of that, because there doesn't need to be trust there for me, because I'm not ashamed of my body. I fucking love my body sometimes. There's bad days, trust me. But on the days when I am fully loving and embracing her and loving talking with someone who feels the same about my body, I'm more than happy to open that up and show her to the world. And if he sends that to 10 mates, great, have a look. Be my fucking guest. If he puts it on the internet, my incredible body is out there for people to see, and to see all kinds of versions of beauty and difference and body shape and form. And I feel like trust implies that it's something that there's potential shame for, and that's what I'm trying to undo here. That's what I'm trying to rewrite. I hope that's kind of clear. Bree says, I'm going to be honest. I don't send them because I don't love photos of myself. Yeah, totally. Absolutely. And, you know, I'm sure there's many men and women out there who completely agree with you, Bree. Kim, retrust. I get what you're saying. There is definitely a level of vulnerability there which can be exhilarating. Absolutely. Absolutely. Vulnerability is huge, and hidden under vulnerability is our power. Vulnerability is fed by fear. So, yeah, just as Bree said, she's faced it. The only reason I don't is through fear. Yeah, because not loving my body is fear. Everything that exists is love or fear. That's all it comes down to. So, you know, Bree, I posted, I think you commented actually, recently on Instagram, when was the last time you took nude photos of yourself? And I think you said, I've never done it. I challenge you. I know you and I love you, and I challenge you to go and fucking do it today. When the kids are out playing, when you have some time to yourself, do it. Take your clothes off, or leave your bra and undies on, or put a pair of undies on that you absolutely love and makes you feel some kind of sexy, and just start taking photos. Play with angles, you know, maybe get a scarf and drape that over your body and play with it. Have fun with it. You don't have to do it for anybody else. You're not doing it with the purpose to send to your husband. You're doing it for you. And that's why I take most of my pictures. And then later on when I'm looking through, I'm like, oh, that's kind of hot. I'll put that on my Instagram today. Or that's kind of hot. I'll send that to that guy when I'm talking to him next. Whatever. But most of the time, I do it for me because I want to see my body in a way that looks good in my eyes, that makes me fall in love with her even more, because body love is fucking hard, and it is relentless, and it is day after day after day. And taking nude photos of yourself is a really yummy, delicious, confronting, exciting, exhilarating way to step into body love. And Brie, I know that's what you're all about. So I challenge you to do that for yourself. And anybody else who is watching this who has never done it or is terrified to do it, play, have fun. Your camera has a timer. Yeah, set it up, set the timer on, and go and play. Get out a long scarf, get out a caftan, a beautiful summer dress, whatever you want to feel, and like lift it up, hike it up a bit so you can see a bit of thigh, whatever it is. Play with it, play with the angles so you can just see a little bit of your breast or a little bit of your shoulder, or even from the back. Yeah, have fun. Take 50 fucking photos and then delete them all if you want. Technology. Okay. Thank you for listening, and please post in the comments your views, opinions, and experiences of this, because I think it's a really important conversation to be having. And I love, Kim, what you said about young women and girls, because this is such an important place to start. We need to start rewriting the stories we have around our bodies and our sexuality as women. It's nothing to be fucking ashamed of. It's nothing to be kept private, and it sure as fuck is nothing to be tight-lipped about. So thank you for being here with me, and thank you for expressing yourself. Beautiful women who are here with me. Bree says, my husband goes overseas next week. Perfect opportunity. You can do it today. You don't need to wait till next week, and you can send them to him next week when he's overseas and completely fucking drive him nuts. Okay. Love you all. Bye.